الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله.
Someone bring me some water. Alhamdulillah wa kafa wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafah. خصوصا على خاتم الأنبياء وآله وأصحابه ومن والاه. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. لقد جاءت رسل ربنا بالحق. الحمد لله الذي هدانا وأولانا وأنعمنا نعم واسعة. اللهم نسألك تمامها وشكرها لا خير إلا خيرك ولا إله غيرك إله الصالحين ورب العالمين. سيد السادات مجيب الدعوات رفيع الدرجات ولي الحسنات غافل الخطيئات معطي المسؤولات قابل التوبات سامع الأصوات عالم الخفيات دافع البليات فهو خير الفاتحين وخير الغافرين وخير الناصرين وخير الحاكمين وخير الرازقين وخير الوارثين وخير الحامدين وخير الذاكرين وخير المنزلين وخير المحسنين. اللهم لك العزة والجمال ولك القدرة والكمال ولك الملك والجلال وأنت الكبير المتعال. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد عليه أفضل صلاة الله والسلام وخير الأمور عوازمها وشر الأمور محدثاتها والعياذ بالله. إن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد عليه أفضل صلاة الله والسلام. وقال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم خير الدعاء دعاء يوم عرفات وخير ما قلت أنا والنبيون من قبل لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. وقال رسول الله عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام يوم فتح مكة لا إله إلا الله وحده صدق وحده ونصر عبده وهزم الأحزاب وحده. وقال الله تعالى لأغلبن أنا ورسلي. Dear brothers and sisters, I'm going to discuss with you today the issue of decision-making in Islam and ijtihad at different levels. It's common parlance among Muslims to say that only experts do ijtihad, but that is the ijtihad for the whole ummah. Each of us has an ijtihad in his or her personal lives. And there are two forms of this. There is istikhara and there is shura. Every istikhara is the kind of ijtihad, every shura is the kind of ijtihad, with certain assumptions. We don't start from nowhere. We start with a proper intention, proper understanding, a minimal understanding, and minimal habits, minimal Islamic habits. And then the process of ijtihad is an assertion of willpower to restore our hearts, to free our hearts from zayg and marad and qasiyah. كما قال الرسول عليه الصلاة والسلام الحياء من الإيمان والإيمان في الجنة والبذاء من الجفاء والجفاء في النار والعياذ بالله. And in Surah Ghafir, يا قومي إنما هذه الحياة الدنيا متاع وإن الآخرة هي دار القرار لا جرم أن مردنا إلا الله وأن المسرفين هم أصحاب النار إني عذت بربي ربكم من كل متكبر لا يؤمن بيوم الحساب. So these are the preconditions for the protocols of ijtihad. And I want to discuss with you two stories of ijtihad, one from the family of Adam, alayhi salam, and one from the family of Ibrahim, his grandson Yaqub. One is a successful istikhara and shura, and one is a story of an unsuccessful, if belated, istikhara and shura. For those who don't know what is istikhara is when we have an uncertain situation and we ask Allah, "Oh Allah, I am seeking knowledge through your knowledge, I am seeking power through your power, and I am seeking grace through your own grace. If this affair before me is good for me, then decree it for me and let me be happy with it. And if this affair before me, my current set of choices, if it's bad for me, then push it away from me, push me away from it, and then show me the right way." So this is ijtihad at the individual level. And perhaps because Muslims don't have this kind of ijtihad at the individual level, we aren't able to produce leaders. We have leaders who tell us to stop thinking, to stop talking, just to copy, just to follow, but not to think. So we have two stories of istikhara and ijtihad. One in the best possible situation, which failed, and one in the worst possible situation, which succeeded. As the Quran says, there's every kind of example for you about life in this Quran. So look at these two examples. In the best possible situation, an istikhara and shura failed. And in the worst possible situation, an istikhara and shura succeeded. One from the story of the family of Adam, and one from the family of Ibrahim and Yaqub. Peace be upon them. Peace be upon us. In the case of Adam alayhi salam, he was in an ideal environment. He had been gifted with immense knowledge. He'd been promised the help of the angels. He had a liaison and advisory directly from God. He had explicit instructions from God what to do and what not to do. Detailed warnings from God what to do and what not to do, and what choices not to make. May Allah have mercy on him. He and his wife Eve made a mistake. Instead of focusing on the power of Allah, the knowledge of Allah, and the wisdom of Allah, they listened to excuses from shaitan. We're in a new situation, things have changed, and God's instructions maybe are not 100% clear, so maybe we have to go out on our own. And you know what happened? That they did the one thing that God told them not to do. Went to the one place God Almighty told them not to go. Now, you might say, where is the istikhara? Where is the prayer for discretion? And where is the consultation process? Actually, there is a belated process described in Surah Araf. رَبَّنَا ظَلَمْنَا أَنفُسَنَا وَإِن لَمْ تَغْفِرْنَا وَتَرْحَمْنَا لَنُكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. So this is the late shura and the late istikhara. By the mercy of Allah, if you do it late, at least you'll have something. And human history is the rest of the story. So never make excuse. It's too late for me to do istikhara. It's too late to do shura. Because look what happened to Adam and Eve. And here we are today, after so many centuries. We made it so far. Now we go to the story of Yaqub alayhi salam. We need to tell our children that Yaqub is a prophet. He is not a weak old man, as some of his family members suggested. Hasha lillah. A prophet, but we're in very weak old age, physically and mentally struggling. And he was in the worst possible situation in the sense that he had children involved in human trafficking, kidnapping, conspiracy to murder, conspiracy to overthrow the social order. It goes on and on. Yet he still did shura with them. So that tells you that no matter how bitter the shura process is, no matter with who, we have to do it, and the result will be good because Allah will bless our efforts. So we cannot look down upon our fellow leaders or fellow brothers and sisters in the community and say, this person, that person is not good enough to do shura. So Yaqub showed us the spirit of istikhara when he said, Sabrun Jameel Wallahu al-Musta'an. Beautiful patience is best, and God's help is best by test. However you would translate it. And in Surah Yusuf we learn, Ma'adallah, لأن لم يصرف عني كيدهم لأكونن من الجاهلين. May Allah protect me always. If He doesn't protect me from the plots of people, I will indeed become ignorant. أَأَرْبَابٌ مُتَفَرِّقُونَ خَيْرٌ أَمِ اللَّهِ الْوَاحِدُ الْقَهَّارُ. Which is better, many gods at odds with each other, or one single overwhelming truth and reality, the ultimate, the Almighty Creator? So these are the lessons that Yusuf learned from his father. You're wondering, what could his father have done? How could his father let this happen? So when we blame leaders, how could you let this happen or that happen? Think of what happened to Yaqub. He's a prophet and all these things happened to him. So what is the difference? The difference is that we have to have a long-term view of success. We can never accept the short-term view. We always have the long view. Those who have the long view of success will win. Those who say our leaders must give us a perfect revolution by tomorrow, and a perfect state by tomorrow, and a perfect community by tomorrow, and a perfect education by tomorrow, get them out. And now you see what we have? We have no leaders. So come back to the beginning. May Allah help us. So what happened, for those who don't know the story of Yusuf, Yaqub advised his son, clearly God has gifted you, as I can see from your dreams, but keep this gift a secret, or else people will be overwhelmed with envy and jealousy and conspire against you with the help of shaitan. Which in fact happened, although he remained modest and quiet. And he went through the worst possible situation. This is important for each of us, because like in the story of Hajj, in the story of Hajra, Ummahatul Mu'mineen, min Ummahatul Mu'mineen, she's in the worst possible situation, abandoned by the best of creation in a desert without food or water, with a baby to take care of, a baby who's dying. And she's wondering, is this God's plan for me? Am I blessed, or is this God's curse? She asked Ibrahim, is this your plan or Allah's plan? Ibrahim fortunately told her this is Allah's plan, or maybe she couldn't have survived. Now imagine billions of people will follow her footsteps, the footsteps of that migrant, with no resources, no money, no food, no family, no home. And so many Muslims are embarrassed of our migrants. But look, the greatest migrant is followed by billions of people to this day. So never think Allah doesn't have a plan. So back to the story of Yusuf, he's in the worst possible situation. He's thrown out of his family. He's thrown out of his country. He's made into a slave. He's abused. He's a victim of abuse, molested. He's put into jail. He's threatened with possible death. And yet, he becomes the head of state. So that means, وَمَكْرُ اللَّهِ وَمَكْرُوا وَمَكْرُ اللَّهِ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ. It's not over till it's over, as they say in America. So we Muslims have immense opportunities here, but if we focus on our failures, we cannot move forward. We have immense opportunities, much more opportunities than Yusuf had, or than Hajra had. We have to be forward-looking, but we have to have the long view. The long view is three parts: to avoid external evils, to avoid internal evils, and to develop your positive qualities, your taqwa. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. In the fundamentals, the Prophet ﷺ said, every day we should say, Bismillahi ala nafsi wa ahli wa mali. I declare Allah's name over myself and family and wealth. And he said, then you will never lose anything. You will never be a loser. So this is the foundation of istikhara and shura. And the Prophet ﷺ said every time he left his home, Allahumma inna na'udhu bika min an nazilla aw nadilla aw nadlima aw nuzlima aw najhala aw yujhala alayna. O Allah, we seek refuge in you from slipping or straying or abusing or being abused or being ignorant or causing ignorance. So this is the responsibility of each Muslim when you enter public life, every day when you leave your home and you're entering public life, that you are a voice and a force for justice. And you will not be trapped with the unjust, the unfair tricks and policies. The essence of this spirit of ijtihad is in Surah Talaq, where it says, "Man yattaqillah yaj'al lahu makhraja wa yarzuqhu min haythu la yahtasib wa man yatawakkal 'ala Allah fa huwa hasbuh." Whoever takes Allah seriously, He will always make for him a way out, a way to proceed. He will provide for him from unexpected sources. And whoever relies upon Allah will find him to be enough. What La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu means is embodied in these verses. These verses remind us that there is a certain economics versus an uncertain economics. There is a certain set of sciences versus an uncertain set of sciences. There is a certain politics versus an uncertain politics. But this is those who have the long view and are not caught by dunya. Dunya is the short view. Those who have the long view, Allah will ultimately give them success. I ask Allah to bless me and you and all Muslims here and hereafter. Alhamdulillah alladhi bi ni'matihi tatimmu as-salihat. يا ذا الحمد والثناء يا ذا الفقر والبهاء يا ذا المجد والثناء يا ذا العهد والوفاء يا ذا الآلاء ونعماء يا غياثي عند خربتي يا دليلي عند حيرتي يا غنائي عند افتقاري يا ملجئي عند اضطراري يا معيني عند مفزعي يا عدتي عند شدتي يا رجائي عند مصيبتي يا مونسي عند وحشتي يا صاحبي عند غربتي يا ولي عند نعمتي ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وواسع لنا أرزاقنا وواسع لنا أخلاقنا ولا تذهب قلوبنا إلا شيء صرفته عنا وقنعنا بما رزقتنا اللهم انصر من نصر دين محمد وجعلنا منهم اللهم واخذل عن من خذل عن دين محمد ولا تجعلنا منهم ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد البدر التمام اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النور في الظلام اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الشفيع في جميع الأنام اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد المفتاح دار السلام سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين فأقيموا الصلاة